Welcome to the Idaho Business Podcast, the only Idaho podcast focused on providing profits for Idaho people. If you love our state and love small business, you are in the right place. We interview local legends, learn business, and have way too much fun doing it. You're listening to the Idaho Business Podcast with your friend, host, and all-around great guy and owner of New Clean Commercial Cleaning, Spencer Ward.
All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Idaho Business Podcast. Like always, we're sponsored by Sensations. They do a phenomenal job getting you tan, getting you ready, getting you fit, getting your mind ready, getting your skin ready, getting your nails ready, everything you need to look good for a vacation, maybe your class reunion, a little bit, anything that you want to look good for. Go to Sensations, go to the idahobusinesspodcast.com/sensations, and they have a sweet little offer there for you. If you mention the podcast as you contact them, they will give you a free cocoon wellness visit or a red light therapy visit. I'm telling you guys, these are legit. They will help you, and it's a free offer, so why not take advantage of it? And they have many other things to take advantage of while you're in there. So give Sensations a try in Pocatello or Twin Falls. Okay, people, today I was thinking about the power of the follow-up. The last episode we did before this one was all about how not to get job applicants. And I figured, there was one more thing to add on to that. And I figured, you know what, let's just cover it into the power of the follow-up episode. So number one, let's go back to the job applicants again, because I know that's a struggle for all of us right now. We're all needing these applicants. But on the job applicants, how does this apply? Okay, well, first of all, when your applicants apply, number one, do you have any kind of automated system, or do you have any kind of website that you're having them apply through, or is it just, hey, call me or text me? That works. It's worked in the past, but with this competitive environment that we're in right now, we gotta have our ducks in a row. So really, guys, it's not too hard to get on your website, have a little form they fill out, and then have it connected to Calendly, which is like $9 or $10 a month, or you can use an app called AppToto or Aweber. Those are many different apps that you can use as a follow-up sequence. I use Calendly because I use it, if you sign up for the podcast, you're going to use Calendly. You sign up for other things within my company, New Clean, you're going to use Calendly because everything's automated. And the best thing about that is you can create your own form in Calendly. And after you create the form and say what you want to say, answer the questions they need to answer, then you can have a full-on automated follow-up sequence. So with the sequence, you just don't want to have email, because we know it doesn't have the best open rate. And you don't want to just have text, because you just want to cover your bases. With Calendly, you can offer a welcome email, a welcome text, and follow-up sequence after that. So I think with any job, I think with anything, I think they all would prefer it, even if it's a high professional job. Have a 48 hours before, like, hey, we're excited to see you. We're excited to have this interview with you. And then 24 hours before, and hey, just a reminder, you've got this interview coming up. Maybe bring X, Y, and Z, whatever you're thinking. And then in the service industry, for sure, I would do it 2 hours before the interview starts, just because these people, they're great people, but sometimes everyone's lives are busy. So give them another reminder. So 48 hours before, 24 hours before, and then a 2 hour before. Keep them reminded, keep them have that follow-up going and going and going. Okay, so the key here is text message. Make sure that's set up, because 98% of people, that's the open rate on text messages. They open text messages left and right. And it's only a 20% compared to emails of an open rate. So emails only have a 20% open rate. text messages have a 98% open rate. So hit both bases, of course, but definitely use the text message option. So remember, you can't be caught in the old school ways anymore, guys. Get on Calendly. Telling you, I'm not even making money from Calendly. I'm just telling you, it's an easy way to do it. There's other apps like App Toto. I've used them in the past, but use something that has some kind of follow-up sequence to help you get your applicants to your door. Okay. Now let's move on to a little bit of sales for the follow-up sequence. Okay. I'm sure that's what everyone was thinking of. Oh, when I'm thinking of the power of follow-up, it's all sales. No, there's tons of power in the follow-up for applicants. And we're living proof. You know, just yesterday we had a interview at 5:45. It's at the same interview every week, same time, same place. And I was messaging people on Facebook who applied, and we were able to get 2 more people there just by a little bit more follow-up than even the Calendly offered. So the more follow-up, the better it's going to be, guys. I'm telling you. Okay, so going on to sales. We're going to start with a quote by Michelle Moore, and she says, "Not following up with your prospect is the same as filling up your bathtub without the first putting the stopper to rain." So there you have it, guys. Not following up is you're just wasting assets. You're wasting your time. You're just wasting. It's just a total waste. So don't you put that stopper into your bathtub. Keep the water in it. Keep that money coming into your company, and start the follow-up process. Now, speaking of follow-up, one of our sponsors is Dell's Outdoor Advertising. These guys have been in our community within Blackfoot and Pocatello. Sorry, the other parts of Idaho, they don't have locations up there, but they do have I-15 digital access, so they can get your people coming up to you and coming back down to you. These guys are phenomenal, and they have digital billboards and traditional billboards. If you mention the podcast when you sign up for a 3-month deal, they'll give you your first month for free or your installation for free. So give Rob a call. Give them a Google. Look for Dell's Outdoor Advertising, and he will hook you up. And speaking of following up, guys, that is a good way. That's top of mind awareness with your clients. Okay. So once you feel confident, of course we address applicants first, making sure we have staff first. So once you have enough staff that you feel confident you can bring on more business, okay, then we start thinking, okay, let's start getting to the sales again, and let's start following up on stuff. So how many of us send in a bid/proposal for work and never follow up, just thinking, hey, they'll reach out to me? That confidence will kill you. Like, I'm glad you're confident about your bid and proposal, but just remember, there's probably 2 or 3 other proposals coming in at the same time. And don't be cocky. Don't let that catch you, and don't let that affect your bottom line. So remember to follow up. 80% of sales receive an average of 5 follow-ups in order to close the deal. 80% of sales need at least 5 follow-ups in order to close that deal. Remember that, people. 44% of sales reps follow up with a prospect only once before giving up. I think people get into sales thinking, wow, the commission sounds awesome. I like the sound of that money. And then they quickly realize, oh, sales is not for me. I'm not the type that can follow up with people, and maybe sometimes feel like I'm pestering people. And you got to know that balance. You got to know that fine line, because if you're following up with people more than 6, 7 times, that's pestering. I would imagine. And 25%, you have a 25% chance of hearing back from prospects if you send just more emails. So mix it up a little bit, change it up, call, text, email. Those are all powerful. Just the way we follow up with our prospective applicants, follow up with our prospective customers. We're not treating them like they're children by any means, but show some persistence. Show that you want that. Your business, show ways that you can add value to them, not just say, hey, have you got that bid yet? Hey, you got that bid yet? Hey, you got that bid yet? That's annoying. But maybe there's creative ways as you follow up, like, hey, I just thought of something that may be useful to your company, or here's some free trinkets or something that's going to add value to them and to their life or to their position in their company or whatever. Like, find ways to add value. And I'll tell you right now, like, creativity beats money any day. There's I've heard of different ways people get at following up. And one way I thought was really genius from one of my last partners. He was working on this big bid, and he knew this guy, the decision maker for the bid, was a massive, like, big time runner. He loved running, big time marathoner guy, whatever. So my ex-partner, before he was in the business he is now, he got some of the nicest. He did his research, found some of the nicest running shoes you can buy, and he sent one of them. And he sent in it with one shoe and then a message like, hey, love to talk to you. The shoe comes up, follows this shoe as you respond back to me, or something like that. So it's kind of a cheeky way to do it, but obviously it's adding value to his life, because he's like, holy crap, this guy, number one, has done his research on me. Number two, knows me and, like, is willing to spend some high dollar on me. So that's just a way that I guess money and creativity won the case, and he ended up calling my partner back. My partner got the shoe to him, and they ended up closing the deal. So there's so many ways to follow up besides saying, you get to it yet? You open that email yet? You looked at that? What's up? Don't be annoying. Know the social cues of and how to follow up. Just remember, add value, add value, add value. So the moral of the story, never assume. Losers assume. Winners have systems in place. And I'm telling you guys, like, and gals, not following up, you are leaving so much money on the table. Because if you think about it, you think about the applicants, that's not money on the table. Not following up with my applicants that apply for jobs. How is that money on the table? It is. How much money are you spending on Indeed every month? How much money are you spending on Facebook or other avenues that you're advertising on? How much time and is that costing you just thinking about all the time, like, I need applicants. Your clarity of mind is gone, and the ability to do high dollar an hour work is gone with it. So there's some huge opportunity costs there with not converting applicants into employees. And the same thing goes with potential clients into customers. So remember, the power is all in the follow-up. I know this from experience. I've seen this in some of my good friends' lives and some of my mentors' lives. And I know is if you guys can follow up and put these systems in place, use some of that technology. Don't think that you're too old or whatever. There's people out there that work for you, I promise, that know how to do this. And Calendly is as simple as they come. So find those systems, make it happen, make those follow-ups happen, and I promise you'll be more successful in converting applicants into employees and potential clients into customers. Like always, go and share your favorite episode. Give us a nice rating review, and always stay away from those negative Nellies and stay positive. And until next time, have a fantastic, fantastic week and go out there and kill it. See ya.
Congratulations on spending a couple of minutes getting a little bit smarter, having some fun, and supporting the Idaho business community. If you're feeling the love, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you are.